have Russell and Pete, the co-promoters and residents of Progress in Derby. Right, Russell, it has been said that you are responsible for the creation of the credible dance scene in the East Midlands. I mean, would you agree with this?
I'd agree with that, yeah.
You would?
Of course I would, yeah. We've been going 6 years and we're strong.
Okay, so where did it all start for you, and where did Pete come in?
It started for me a long time ago, maybe 12, 13 years or more. I was DJing in a reggae club in Derby called the Havana. And then it went on to managing a nightclub called the Blue Note, and then promoting funk and soul events and reggae events, hip-hop events, house events, and it just sort of led on and on and on. And it was always like a second job for me, combined with social work. And then I met Pete, we formed a partnership which has become incredibly creative and constructive, and we've gone from strength to strength, and I've left that as a career, and now we're full-time promoters and DJs, and it works very well. Pete was sort of your typical guy wanted to have a go on the decks, like give us a go on the decks chief, and I realised how fantastic he was on the decks, and not just that, he had something about him. I saw him as a real energy and a real force that I wanted to sort of tap in with, and we formed a 50-50 partnership.
Have you been going out DJing as Pete and Russell?
For about the past 5 years, really, on the kind of circuits. We've always played together. We've always played the last 2 hours of the night, wherever we've done. You know, we don't leave anyone to finish the night off, so people know what they get every week. We've got no specific music policy here at all. You know, we can have Graham Park and, bless God rest his soul, Tone DeVitt on at the same night. You know.
But what does Progress offer over other rival nights?
Progress's philosophy, or its sort of ethos, has always been about fun and atmosphere. It's always been about let's have it. It's a party club. We're not leaders in the musical field, and we're not leaders in sort of fashion either. We attract people that want to let loose and really give it one. And that's the whole philosophy of the club. So I would say, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm sure I'm right. We're the atmosphere club of the country. When you come to Progress, you let off, and it does go right off. And that's been our sort of identity from year one. When we started it, we had a fantastic first year. Pete Tong named us as his favourite club in the country, and it was like, wow. And after the first year I thought we've peaked, and after the second year I thought we'd peaked. We moved venue, and every year I'm saying we're peaking now, but every year it just gets better and better.
There's other alignments to the night, like the Progress recording studio, the Progress agency. Tell me a little bit about that.
We've started an agency about 2.5 years ago. We now represent people like Lisa Loud, Foley, Jack Master Funk, etc. That's doing really, really well. Off the back of that, we get a lot of tour stuff. But the remix work, we're doing loads of remix stuff. We're doing the new Roach fit at the moment, a couple of things positive and things like that.
Recently, you've moved venues from the Eclipse here to the Time in Derby. Any particular reason for that?
Yeah.
The club was going down the pan.
The club wasn't doing well where we were. We had a fantastic 2 years there. We had the best party we've ever put on, which was our 5th birthday last year there. It was really good. But the summer, I think, was poor for a lot of people in Clubland, and it was poor for us. But we had our own problems. There was the wrong element of people getting in. We had problems with all sorts of issues of staffing and stuff.
People get bored of the same thing.
They do get bored of the same thing. And my view was we needed to move. One thing that was really restrictive was we only had one room, so it was all like in-your-face house music. We wanted to go somewhere with 2 rooms, and that's what we've got. We moved here on the 19th of September. We've been here for some time now, and every week is like full and having it.
Let me introduce you to some of the DJs here at Progress. You've got Rob Webster and Jules. Explain who you are.
I'm part of the Progress camp. I have worked with Russell for more years than I want to even think about. I run the Progress studio and the record label, and I DJ at Progress when my incredibly hectic schedule allows me to.
Anyone that you'd like to work with?
Sasha.
Sasha.
Yeah, but it's a
For any particular reason, apart from that he's a brilliant DJ?
Because his productions are out of this world. Basically, he has done stuff with such original sounds and something that, you know, he's set a standard that not many people can even come close to.
Productions in the pipeline at the moment?
Well, earlier on in the year we remixed 3 drives on a vinyl for DMC, which was well received. At the moment, we've just completed a remix of a track by Mike Coughlin for Red Parrot Records, which they love. We're also working on the next PF Project single for Positiva, and Gridlock for Sirius Records. I'm playing in the main room tonight, but I also do sort of big beat sets in the secondary room.
Alright, cool.
I'm versatile.
Oh, very versatile. What about yourself, Rob?
I play the warm-up in the main room, like a lot of like US garage, and then after when the guest comes on, I play in the funk and soul room, which is a lot of old James Brown, hip-hop, classics, etc., until everybody goes home.
Devon.
What's happening, Lise? All right? Hi, I'm Paul. manager of the Time nightclub in Derby, host of Progress every Saturday evening.
So what's your name?
Claire, Charmaine, the Up For It crowd.
Rich, Telly, and I'm Alex.
So what happens at 4 o'clock? Do we go home?
Well, not usually.